Hey everyone, Adam here, Subwizard Podcast. I'm back with another movie review. I was really excited to get this screener. The company Film Valor with Adam Ambrosio and Jameson Locascio. We've had them on the show a couple times before. Jameson a couple times. Adam came on one time. They work on movies a lot together. The first movie we reviewed for them and interviewed them about was called No Fear, K-N-O-W, which was an excellent, really creative horror movie. And the genesis of it is excellent. And I'm sure I've regurgitated it many times on this channel already. So go and check out that first interview I did with Jameson. Look for a review of No Fear. And also How Dark They Pray was also really good, really creative. So when I got the email from Film Valor that these guys got together with some other creatives and have another movie out called 7 by 7. You can find it on Tubi TV. Just search for 7, the number 7, X 7, the number. It's going to come up right away. 7 by 7 is an anthology series. It's not a horror anthology, and it follows different people through different things. A global pandemic, a nuclear war, mass shootings, isolation, depression, personal, like all of these different really human things. And what I found to be the main connecting tissue of the anthology is human connection, which was actually really cool and kind of heartwarming and charming and unexpected in a way, because when I saw they made a new movie, I jumped into it. I just assumed it was horror, and it's not, but that was not a disappointment because they made something equally as good as what they were making in a completely different genre. I also love anthologies. I've said that many times, because if there's one story that doesn't quite work for you, you're on to the next one right away. And I will admit there was a couple in 7 by 7 that just didn't strike that chord with me. But given that it's anthology stories about human connection, they might strike that chord with you. It might just not have been my thing, but it might have been yours. And even in those, there's something to like. I mean, I don't want to give spoilers, but there is one about somebody who's kind of down on their luck, finds someone who's even more down on their luck and realizes I might not have it so bad, but not only that, but I'm in a position where I can help this other person. And the main characters have no dialogue. So even though that particular story wasn't my favorite, I loved the new approach they took to it. And I'm always struck by movies and stories in a visual medium that can do it with no dialogue and be effective. I think it's very, very creative. And that was just one small example. There's other examples of stories that you think they're going to go one way and they go another, or they end sooner than you thought, and the ending might not be exactly what you thought it was, but it really grabs you and it gets you right there. There's a story with an older couple and there's something coming down on them, and it's kind of just them in their kitchen, and that might have been my favorite one out of the whole thing. Just an old couple, an elderly couple in their kitchen, just talking about what things were and what things are without it being exposition and without it being clunky. It was really cool. The whole thing is really well done. All the different shorts, 7 shorts, obviously, have different feels and different tones, but they're all well made. The audio quality is there. The video quality is there. They look just every bit as professional as anything else you'd watch. And the coolest thing is it's streaming right now on Tubi TV. So with very limited ads. And another thing I got to say, and I don't know if they had anything to do with this or if it was just Tubi TV, the ads are very well placed. They came in between the short movies. It didn't cut anyone off mid-sentence. So that's awesome for the ad-based model streamers to not interrupt the content, especially when you have the option not to. So you can find 7 by 7 on Tubi TV. The company is Film Valor, Adam Ambrosio, and Jameson Locascio. Like I said, look up the interviews I already did with them. Look up their other movies. Check out 7 by 7 on Tubi TV, and stay tuned to our channel. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, because I'm trying to get these two guys back on the show to talk to me about what's been going on with Film Valor and, of course, 7 by 7. Like I said, please make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell. We got a lot of stuff coming your way you're not going to want to miss out. Make sure you listen to So Wizard Podcast every single week, wherever you get your podcasts. SoWizardPodcast.com is your resource for reviews, recommendations, videos, merchandise, and more. So Wizard Podcast can also be found on Patreon, where for as little as $1 a month, you get multiple monthly bonus shows, audio and video. And on a more personal note, a good friend and I have an ongoing comedy comic series. It's called Social Studies. It's a coming-of-age story about a group of friends navigating all the perils, pitfalls, and drama of high school. We do it in a fun way. We write it like a sitcom. It's in the style of the 90s cartoons that we grew up on and love. We have 10 issues available now. Issue 11 is coming next month as of this recording, April 2023. And we've got another issue coming after that before we take a little break and get into chapter 3, which is already underway. So lots of social studies coming your way. Check it out at socialstudiescomic.com, on Global Comics, or on Comixology. Thanks.